The most powerful leadership tool we possess is the power of our influence. We don't have to be CEOs or former first ladies. We all have the ability to influence. And you know what? We often have no idea the impact of the everyday interactions that we have. So how can you grow your influence? This kind of influence that results in impact for generations. Well, the first way is to commit to your calling. Now, you think about calling. It could be a Moses in a burning bush type of experience, or it could be an Esther for such a time as this experience. But what is the work God has called you to do? Unlike a job, which is for a season, a calling beckons us for a lifetime. When we're living outside of it, it creates this restlessness. But when we embrace it and live inside of it, it creates such peace. Job is printed on your resume, but a calling echoes in your epitaph. When I think back to my own experience many years ago, I thought my calling was to be in full-time ministry. I wanted to be like Pastor Julie over here, but you know, it was a different season at that time. And you know what I discovered? My calling was to help other people find their calling. And perhaps by looking at my roadmap, they might find a path forward for themselves, or they might avoid some stumbling blocks in their life. How do you find this calling? It's the thing that gets you up in the morning. I'm not talking about your favorite cup of joe or your alarm clock that didn't go off like mine this morning. I'm talking about that thing that resonates in your heart. For me, it's the excitement that I get in thinking about developing the people that work for me. I love to see them accomplish their goals and dreams. You know, calling is what others tell you that you do best. Dr. Maxwell talked about this. It draws on your greatest talents and your deepest gifts. Who are the people you could pour into and make an impact for a lifetime? Who's your Eddie or your Rudy? Who's that person? They're standing at the intersection waiting for you to fill that jar. What are you going to do about it? Will you commit to your calling so that God can lead you to the people that you need to influence? Will you steward these gifts that are entrusted to you by caring about people personally and serving their needs? You'll be the same person you are today 5 years from now, except for the books that you read and the people that you meet. Who will you be? Whatever generation you sit in today here, the generation behind you needs you, and they need your influence. The most powerful leadership tool we have is the power of our influence, and we often have no idea the impact of our everyday interactions. The interactions that can lead to enduring influence, the kind of influence that impacts lives for generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, you get what you give.